Hello everyone, welcome into another edition of WST Weekly. My name is Hrabchak. On this episode, we're going to cover the Bombers picking up their 8th straight win, this one coming in Hamilton against the Ticats, and the Winnipeg Jets, the news of the week. They wrapped up the preseason, looking ahead to the 2024-25 regular season for the local hockey club. We're going to cover it all. Let's start with the Winnipeg Blue Bombers, the hottest team in the CFL. They keep rolling. Make it 8 straight for the Winnipeg Blue Bombers, who are easily the hottest team in the CFL right now. They just picked up a 31-10 win over the Hamilton Ticats, and if you take a look at the stats behind me, they really do tell the story of this game. 393 net yards to 274 in the Bombers' favor. You pair that with 21 first downs to 11, 3 sacks for the defense, and 3 turnovers forced. The Bombers' defense had a fantastic performance. Now, the 0 turnovers definitely got lucky a little bit. Zach Collaros throwing some turnover-worthy plays that the Hamilton Ticats just ended up dropping. The Bombers definitely lucky to walk away with 0 turnovers in this game, but it's a win nonetheless, and the defense stepped up when the offense wasn't rolling early on, but the offense got going. Kevin Sklercius picked up his first CFL touchdown in this game. Terry Wilson got 2 touchdowns on the ground, his first 2 touchdowns in the CFL as well, and Brady Oliveira got back in the end zone with a rushing touchdown as he flies up the MOP leaderboard late in the season. With this win, the Bombers obviously picked up their 8th straight win, but they also clinched a home playoff game. Now down the stretch, they're going to try and clinch that 1 seed in the West, which would guarantee them the West final being at Princess Auto Stadium. And with the defense and the offense playing the way they're playing, coming off that 55-point win over the Edmonton Elks, and then following it up with this great performance against the other hottest team in the CFL, maybe, in Hamilton, a 31-10 win on the road. That is very impressive, and the Bombers are easily the team to beat in the CFL right now, and they're proving it week in and week out. They are now going to return home and take on the Toronto Argonauts at home Friday, October 11th, as they look to clinch the 1 seed in the CFL's West Division. Now here it is, the Winnipeg Jets news of the week, starting with the fact that some players went on waivers this week. Earlier in the week, Axel Jonsson-Fjallby, Mason Shaw, Dominic Toninato, and Simon Lundmark all hit the waiver wire, and they all cleared, so they will join the Manitoba Moose. And at the time of this recording, I'm recording Sunday night, Jared Anderson Dolan was placed on waivers by the Winnipeg Jets today. We will see if he gets claimed tomorrow. Number 2, rosters are going to be finalized Monday at 4 p.m. Central, so we will know the Winnipeg Jets 23 or 22-man roster that they will be carrying through the first week of the season, starting Wednesday night, October 9th against the Edmonton Oilers. Number 3, the preseason finally comes to an end. It felt super long. It does every single year. 3+ weeks, 6 games for the Winnipeg Jets, and they wrapped it up with back-to-back wins over the Calgary Flames, a 5-2 win at home, and then a 3-2 win on the road where Connor Hellebuck was fantastic in the road. Now it's time for the real thing, starting Wednesday, October 9th, and then kicking off a 4-game homestand at Canada Life Centre. And within that 4-game homestand, the last news that I'm going to touch on here is the WST ticket pack. It's a 6-game pack this year. You can go to winnipegjets.com/WST. I'll put that link down in the description as well if you want to check it out. But the first game of that 6-game pack is Sunday, October 20th at 2 p.m. when the Jets host the Pittsburgh Penguins. The Brian Little night, he is being honored before the game. I'm super excited to see all the WSTers at these games. It was such a great success last year for just the 4-game pack. Now we've got even more, a 6-game pack this year, the Winnipeg Sports Talk Game of the Month ticket pack. Go check it out in the description below. Now it's time to hand out the 3 stars of the week, but before we do that, make sure you hit the like button on the video, hit that subscribe button, and the notification bell so you don't miss all the great content we've got coming this Jets season, which begins this week. Jacob Stoller from Sportsnet.ca and myself just recently released a Winnipeg Jets bold predictions video. If you haven't checked that out already, I highly recommend it. Go drop your hot takes down below. Let us know how right or wrong we are. As for this video, let's get into the 3 stars of the week. My 3rd star is Winnipeg Jets winger Nino Niederreiter. In the last 2 preseason games against the Calgary Flames, he put up 2 goals at home and then 1 goal on the road. He looks like he's in great shape heading into the 2024-25 season as he begins a new contract. And you'll see at the bottom there, he's 32 years old. He's actually the oldest player on the Winnipeg Jets, which is crazy to think, but he's just beginning a new 3-year deal worth $4 million annually, and we know he'll be anchoring that 3rd line alongside Adam Lowry Lowry and Mason Appleton, at least to begin the season, but he looked great in the last 2 preseason games, scoring 3 goals in 2 games. Nino Niederreiter is my third star of the week. My second star of the week is Bombers MOC candidate Tyrell Ford. He got another interception this week and tied the CFL lead at the time with his 7th interception. Milligan on the Rough Riders, who he tied the lead with, got another interception the following night. So Tyrell Ford is back in second place with 7 as Milligan has 8. But nonetheless, it's going to be really interesting to see who the Bombers nominate as their MOC candidate this year, as there are so many Canadians playing so well for this team throughout the 8-game winning streak. But as for the time being, Tyrell Ford, he's my second star of the week. My first star of the week is another top MOC candidate on the Bombers, and it's Winnipegger Brady Oliveira, who had another dominant game on Friday night. 24 carries, 147 yards, and a touchdown. I've said it all year long, but the best version of the Bombers offense is when they're efficient on first down, and Brady Oliveira being efficient on the ground, running for over 5 yards a carry. That's the best version of the Bombers offense. It runs through him. He's turned it on these last couple weeks, and he's even getting some most outstanding player steam after being the finalist in the West Division last year. He's getting the touchdowns now, he's getting the recognition, but he's been dominating all year long. Brady Oliveira is my first star of the week. Here it is, the upcoming sports schedule here in Winnipeg over the next week, and I gotta say, there's some conflicts. We'll start with the Bombers. They're gonna play at home Friday, October 11th against the Toronto Argonauts as they look to clinch the 1 seed in the West down the stretch here. The Jets, they're gonna start their season on the road October 9th against the Western Conference champion Edmonton Oilers. But then the conflict comes into play of the Jets' home opener Friday night, October 11th, the same time as the Bomber game against the Chicago Blackhawks. You'll have to pick and choose which one you want to go to, Canada Life Center, Princess Auto Stadium, but I expect 2 great crowds between both of these sporting events as it's a double sports day in the city of Winnipeg. And that's just the first game of a 4-game homestand for the Winnipeg Jets. On the Sunday, October 13th, they'll take on the Minnesota Wild at 5 p.m. You can get your tickets at winnipegjets.com and check out that WST ticket pack as well. But we're finally getting some regular season hockey this week along with a home Bomber game. That's going to do it for this edition of WST Weekly. Thank you so much for making it to the end of the video. If you enjoyed, hit that like button. Just a quick programming note, I release these videos every single Monday, and with the Winnipeg Jets season beginning this week, next week it'll shift to Winnipeg Jets Weekly, which I launched last season and was such a big hit. Kept it going through the summer, made it WST Weekly, but now we're switching it back as the Jets are back to Winnipeg Jets Weekly. I'll still have some hits on the Bombers as they clinch, hopefully, the West Final home game, but the main focus is going to be the Winnipeg Jets all season long. Super excited to bring you Winnipeg Jets Weekly every single Monday morning. Enjoy the games this week. Regular season hockey is back, and I will see you all next Monday breaking down the first 3 games of the Winnipeg Jets season. See ya.